Hello.
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 Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We welcome you to the pilot of the Pressbox Quartet with myself, Steven, Colin, Jonah, and Joe. And we got an absolutely jam-packed episode here for you guys. Starting off with the NBA Finals, going to segue to the Stanley Cup, and then some big off-season moves for a couple of the NFL teams. But we'll get into that later. To start off, boys, got to say, the NBA Finals now here upon us. Let me hear your predictions. What are we thinking here?
I don't know, Steve. It's looking like a pretty good finals. Personally, I haven't watched a ton of NBA this year, but I watched like the last few games of the Western Conference Finals and the Eastern Conference Finals. Kind of stayed up with that. But for me, I think I'm just gonna be a vanilla dude and say I got Spurs in six.
I don't hate that. I honestly agree. I think it could possibly go seven. I think it
Mm,
could possibly go seven. MSG is a tough spot to play in. I don't. I'm not going to put it past. I mean, San Antonio is also very young too.
they
That
are
is
very
something to
young.
keep in mind. They're very. I think they're the youngest team in the NBA right now. If not, they're pretty close to it.
Yeah, I do want to say they're probably top three youngest teams in the league, and then just the fact that they have probably the best player in the world on their team just helps so much, and he's also
Yeah,
really young.
he is.
Yeah, no, Jonah, I agree. Not to copycat you here, but I have the Spurs in six. I think, honestly, to me, my prediction going into the playoffs was I expected it to be Spurs and Thunder in that Western Conference final. And my thought was whoever's going to win that series is going to win the whole thing. That's just because both of those teams super talented. And that series, can we just talk about that for a second? Because that was absolutely amazing. Like it was incredibly done, and that game seven was just it was great. It was exactly what you wanted it to be, and just what a job by the Spurs. Going into hostile territory, the Thunder are a really good team. You got SGA, two-time MVP going in there, and you're getting the job done. Like you're saying, like youngest team or one of the youngest teams in the NBA. Just to get that done in such a environment like that was just unbelievable to watch. And really, what stuck out to me was the emotion that Wemby had at the end of that Game 7 win, going to his teammates, hugging them all, basically crying because he's like, he said after the game, he's like, this means everything to me. Going in and winning this, I can't imagine not doing it. And now he's only four more wins away from hoisting that trophy. And it's kind of funny to think when he first got into the league, the Spurs were nowhere near as good as they are right now, and it's just really cool to see the evolution of this team. And I just don't. I think the Knicks are a talented team, and like you said, MSG is a really tough spot to play in. But I just don't see the Knicks beating this 7'5" monster that just cannot be stopped. Even the Thunder couldn't stop him. So I don't know. I'm riding with Wemby. I think he's got it.
I'll go against the grain. I'll take the Knicks in seven.
Ooh.
I thought about this all day, but
Oh, all right.
everyone and their mother is picking the Spurs right now. I would assume they're the betting favorite. I know they're favorites in game one, probably for the rest of the series. Which rightfully so. I mean, you beat the Thunder. That makes a lot of sense. But I feel like everyone's forgetting that the Knicks are on a heater right now. They've won 11 games in a row. They're going to be rusty, I think, in game one, but I think Jalen Brunson's going to be the one of the best players in the series, if not the best, just because he's been so consistent. I think they have enough depth with OG and Hart and Mitchell Robinson, who's supposedly healthy. I think that's going to be the key in the series. But I think him and Cat can slow Wemby down a little bit, and that doesn't mean he's not going to drop 30. That definitely could mean he does, but I think that duo is gonna pay dividends for the Knicks, and I think MSG is gonna be a tough place to play. So I'll as much as I hate to say it, I'll take New York and seven against the Spurs.
Yeah,
I like the. I do like the pick.
going back to the betting there. You said Spurs right now 4.5 point favorite, so it's pretty tight. That
Yeah.
spread is
I
pretty
like that
tight.
line.
So
That's a pretty fair game one line, I think.
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's only because Jalen Brunson's going to get 30 free throws. That's that close. I am the
Yeah, yeah,
biggest
yeah, yeah.
Knicks hater. I hate the
I
Knicks.
didn't say I didn't I don't like the Knicks, but I think they're
Oh,
they're a
fair.
good pick in this series, and
Sure.
Mm.
yeah, I'll take my chances with the Knicks.
And kind of
Yeah.
piggybacking off your like prediction, Colin, of like, yeah, they've won 11 straight games in a row. I do think the Knicks, with that momentum, I wouldn't be surprised, though, if they get off to like a 2-0 series lead or they go up 2-1 at some point. But then
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think the
definitely could happen.
Spurs will kind of regain what they had. I know in the Western Conference Finals, Greg Popovich came into their locker room, was like, he's like, "What's this, guys? Like, what is this? Like, this is not you guys. Like, play your game. You guys know what you can do." And then after that, the Spurs kind of just dialed it in. So I wouldn't be surprised though if the Knicks do take like a 2-0 lead or a 2-1 lead at some point.
I mean, it's an interesting. There's like, the most finals experience is on the Knicks right now.
Mm.
You got Miles Bridges, who went with the Suns in 21. You have Anunoby, who was on that Raptors team with Kawhi, who averaged 20 minutes a game. Averaged 7 points, but 20 minutes is 20 minutes. So, I mean, it's definitely there on the Knicks side. And like, like Joe, you were mentioning definitely had more of a brute force of a series to get to the finals with the Thunder. But I don't know about you guys, but I've ripped a few blocks by Cornets in my time since that's happened, just in my everyday life. But I mean, they're a good team. They're definitely way taller than the Knicks, so you still got that going for you. But again, like it's a different game. The lights are brighter now.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a good series regardless. I think the real winners here are just basketball fans. It's good to see two different kind of teams be in there. I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, we don't want to see the Thunder again. We don't want to see SGA flopping around, trying to draw as many foul calls as possible, and all this stuff." And I'm just happy for Wemby. I think I'm rooting more for Wemby than anything else. Obviously, as a Celtics fan, I don't like the Knicks, so that probably plays a role in it. But I know they've struggled for a while to get back to the spot, and I think it's really cool to see it being like a rematch of 1999. This was the final back then,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
was 27 years ago, which is insane to think about. But the Knicks lost then to a really good Spurs team too, with a lot of Hall of Famers. So they're looking for revenge, and it's been a while since they've won it. So either way, you're looking at history in the making for both teams, which as a basketball fan, I'm excited to see.
Yeah, I mean, you saw. I'm pretty sure it was Karl Anthony Towns who wore a 1999 final shirt to, I think, the
Oof,
final
yeah.
game of that series against
Yep.
Cleveland. Which, by the way, such a disappointing series for Cleveland. They literally had a
Mm.
22-point lead in game one. They lost the series right there when they
No, they're
choked
they're
that.
still playing the series, aren't they? Like
Yeah, they
analytically,
analytically won two of the
they're going
three.
to Game 7, right?
No, you're right, dude. Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
bad.
So
I should have
why are
known,
we
dude.
playing game? Why are we playing Game 1 when it should be
Yeah,
back in
we're just
MSG?
foreshadowing the finals prediction
Knicks
right now.
Cavs, yeah.
Yeah,
Statistically, we are doing
unbelievable.
fine right now, but obviously on paper, it's just not working.
No, no, it's not a good look. It's not a good look.
It's just really
No, but that.
interesting, like, statement, like, kind of to think about. Like, I don't even know if you really even dive to the stats. Like, is it even, like, in that range of saying, yeah, we've taken two of the three at the time, but I don't even
No,
know.
no. Well, game 1, like I could kind of see like the point a little bit because they had the big lead, didn't they? Like a 20+ point
Yeah,
lead.
I think it was 22 and a half. And then
Yeah.
Chalamet looked at the camera. He's like, "We ain't done yet. We ain't done."
But the other 3 games I thought were pretty like out of hand. I
Yeah.
want to say. So yeah, I don't know, but we got I think we got like Joe said, we got the finals that we all wanted. I didn't really want to see the Thunder again, which is kind of crazy because we say again, which is only the second year in a row,
Yeah.
and I mean they hadn't really been around like that in quite some time. But still, I think this is gonna be a great series. As a casual NBA fan, I'm very excited to watch this series.
Yeah. And the Knicks are kind of in there like they have to win it now because after this season, they get smacked in the face with the second apron. So
Yeah.
that Villanova Knicks is going to go all over the league.
Yeah,
Yep.
Like,
It's a
because you're going to
great
keep
point.
Brunson. You have to keep Brunson,
Yeah.
obviously.
He's your face
You're
of
going to keep
franchise.
Karl Anthony Towns. You might lose probably Josh Hart, potentially Miles Bridges. You're gonna lose a lot of talent there.
One thing I wanted to bring up too was I think the Knicks'
Yeah.
advantage is the guard play in the series because I
Mm.
don't think, I mean the Spurs I think they have great guard play with like Castle, and Harper, and Vassell, but at the same time I'd rather take the chances in Brunson and Hart and Bridges and I think that's going to be their key, is they just have probably more consistent guard play than the Spurs. But yeah, I'll go with the Knicks. As much as I didn't want to pick the Knicks, I think I gotta trust it there.
Before we wrap up this segment, I just want you guys to give me. So obviously we know your predictions of who's winning the series, but who is your Finals MVP?
I think
Well,
mine's obvious. I think it's Wembanyama. I hate to pick the obvious one, but I think he has the case. He's gonna be a tough force to stop for the Knicks. The Knicks do have a lot of talent. I cannot lie. Colin brought up a lot of good points there, but I think he's just going to be too much for him, and he's going to be the one with the MVP. I hate to pick like the betting favorite. That seems kind of lame. I don't know. Maybe someone else can come up with something creative, but I just got to be the guy to say it. I think he's going to be the one.
His MVP odds got to be like what, like minus 250 or something.
Probably.
They're
I gotta
favorite,
look it up.
like minus 300. That's where
I'll
most
go
of
with-
them
You got
go.
the
I'd say I'd probably go with I'll do like maybe could possibly win it. But I do like Stefan Castle. I think he is a solid guard. I mean, he's super athletic, which is really, I think, really important in the series too, because the Spurs are also just super athletic too. But I think he's a decent defender, and I think he can also score when he needs to. And him and Wemby just have like a really tight like chemistry right now. And I think those two with pick and roll and stuff like that, I think that can really work. And I think Castle maybe dark horse MVP. Who knows?
Yeah, no, I like that a lot. Yeah. I mean, Castle obviously had the honor of playing with Dan Hurley at UConn. Probably one of the best college teams we've ever seen in basketball. Just absolutely dominant. But, it's just kind of that energy that was in March Madness in those 2 years, I believe he was in, or he might have left the year before after the two-peat. But that energy is UConn's like probably the most basketball school. Like, let's be honest here. Like, UConn is just sleeps and breathes basketball, men's and women's.
Been
Like,
doing it
it's-
for decades at this point. Just
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
unreal.
People better get us now. That's all. You better get us now, because it's coming.
Segment's over, I guess.
Great point.
The in-house audience was happy with the wrap up there.
If I'm
Colin-
picking the Knicks, then I'll go with Brunson. I feel like that's the obvious one. He's had a great playoffs, great season. So I think if the Knicks are going to win, then I don't see it being anyone other than Brunson to win the MVP. But I do see somewhat of a scenario if we do get to that point of if Wemby does have such a great series, and they want to, and the Knicks do win, do they want to give him the MVP in a losing effort because it has been done before? I feel like my hockey brain goes back to McDavid getting the Conn Smythe when the Oilers lost to the Panthers. I feel like this could be a similar situation just because of how great Wemby is. But I could be wrong. I'm just throwing it out there as a slight possibility.
No, that's fair. And speaking of Connor McDavid and the Conn Smith, we're gonna go to the Stanley Cup, and they played Tuesday night, which by the time we're recording this, game one already happened. We saw a 5-4 victory. I mean, that was an absolute barn burner. That was an amazing game. Like,
That was a
I
great
think
hockey game.
Unbelievable.
That was
Beautiful.
I remember I turned the game on and I'm sitting on my couch. I dropped my phone on the ground, picked it up, and Carolina's already up 1-0.
Yep.
I was like, what just happened? What just happened?
Ehlers, man.
Yeah.
Can I just say, what an acquisition for Carolina to get Ehlers. I mean,
Yes.
he was a great player in Winnipeg. But, Winnipeg, they were good enough to make it to the playoffs, but every time they got there, they just kind of laid an egg. I don't know what it was. They just couldn't find that extra gear to get them to the Stanley Cup. And, he goes into free agency. Carolina says, hey, we need you, because Carolina, for the past few years, they've been really good, but they always got stuck at the Eastern Conference Final. Ehlers was one of those pieces that helped them get past it and had a couple goals, not just that first one, but I mean, the electricity in Carolina. It was the first time they're in the Stanley Cup in 20 years when Rod Brindamore, the manager, was actually on the ice for them way back when. But I want to say it was just as electric as it was 20 years ago from what I've seen of clips. Just unbelievable. It's crazy. 20, 25 years ago, the thought of hockey in Carolina was like a joke. But here it is, really settled in, and there's some good hockey fans down there, man. They know their hockey, and
Oh,
they were
they've
passionate
been
about it last
boozing
night.
for hours last night. They were
Yeah.
tailgating in the parking lot. They got the beer skate and everything. Well, they treat it like a college football game, which I think does make it kind of a cool atmosphere. Like, they're probably the only team that tailgates in the NHL, which is pretty awesome. So they were all liquored up going in there for game one.
Oh yeah,
with that early goal, and then all of a sudden you're down 3-2. But no, amazing game last night. Nah, I do like how Vegas bounced back because that was a terrible start by them. I mean, they looked awful.
Yeah.
They looked lost, outshot 9-3, down 2-0. But John Tortorella just ripped him a new one on the bench. He must have had a great speech after that first period, and Vegas looked a lot better defensively. Carter Hart just hell of a game. That glove save at the end was one of the best saves I think in the whole playoffs.
Yeah,
unbelievable,
terrific save, and even you mentioned the bounce back because Ehlers scored those first 2 goals really on breakaways too. And I remember he had I think it was him or I can't remember who else had a third breakaway. Hart stopped it, and I think from that moment on he kind of figured out how to he mentally locked in, and then from that point on he was really really good. But dude, I mean, I just can't think about the start of that game. Just 25 seconds in. I remember watching the screen. I see the kind of the rush happen. I hear the post, and I'm like, did it go in? Because the angle looked a little funny, but then it said goal. And I was like, wow, what a start, dude. But overall, that was a crazy game. I can't wait for game 2.
I think too, I mean, as a diehard hockey fan, I probably wasn't the most excited about this series because Carolina's not the most exciting team to watch, and Vegas is we're kind of done with seeing Vegas in the Cup Final. A little fatigued from that, but I do think this is going to be a great series. If last night was any indication, then I think we're in for a treat.
I mean, yeah, you got to give Vegas credit, though. I mean, how long have they been a team? 9 years? 10 years?
They've been
9. This will be their third Cup appearance.
Yeah, it's been a third of their seasons they've made the Stanley Cup Final, which is
and they've only missed
5
the playoffs
conference finals
once. Yeah,
they made the playoffs 8 years. They've only missed the playoffs once.
But you don't really see that with expansion teams, like any sport. Like
they're going to be the greatest expansion team of all time once they.
Oh yeah, any sport.
Oh, absolutely.
Any sport.
Any sport.
It's
Absolutely.
funny,
and they still have
Joe.
guys that they drafted, like William
Yeah.
Carlson, like Wild Bill, chipping in last night, getting on the score sheet, and then you add Michael and Marner, just great. Mark Stone's been there forever now. It's just kind of insane how they've retained a few of the guys that they had when they first started.
And Joe, you mentioned with Carolina saying maybe 20 years ago, they're how is hockey going to work here? It's in Vegas, the same thing. It's how is hockey really going to work here? Because it's not really a hockey area. Same with you could say with the Panthers the last couple of years, and all of a sudden they won a couple cups, and then Vegas in their first year they were really good. They made the Cup Final, I believe, in their first year, and then finally won a cup, and it was unbelievable. So now to say 33% of the time they're going to make the Stanley Cup Final, it's nuts.
They got that medieval times pregame show. It puts everyone in a daze, and then all the players got the Vegas flu, going to the casino the night before the game. So they got
awesome.
The perfect home ice advantage.
I love that.
They really do.
I love the Fortress. I love it. I know, as a person that likes to read fantasy books in his free time, that was great to see that. But the cool thing about that first game, I mean, fireworks left and right, going crazy. It was just a great game to watch. But really, it really hammered this point home for me that Vegas is a relentless team with a lot of veterans on it that know how to win a hockey game. Because I thought Game 3 of the Western Conference Final, Colorado, the President's Trophy winner, up 3-0 in that Game 3. I'm like, this is going to be over. Colorado's coming back, 8-1 win for the Avs. But John Tortorella, who has done phenomenal in that short term that he's been there, he came in and he knew exactly what to do with this team. Quick, short jolt that he's really good with, especially for teams. And they just picked up and went into stride. They struggled a little bit in Utah, got a little bit better against Anaheim, but that Game 3 where they came back from 3-0 down to win that game 5-3, and then Game 1 they were down 2-0 against a really good Hurricanes team. And what do? They're poised. They're not phased at all, and you could see it in the way they play. they are not done until it's 0-0 in the third period. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the Hurricanes kind of adjust to the Golden Knights, because they're going to have to play a full 60 minutes of hard-nosed hockey, and they cannot let their foot off the gas for a second, because Vegas is a team that they make you pay for your mistakes. Any penalties, whatever it may be, turnovers, they find a way to take a little bit of an inch and make it anything that they want it to, and it's just insane to watch. And I think it's just a testament to who they are as a team. Colin, you mentioned like 3 cup appearances in 9 years is unheard of, and yeah, in my heart, definitely the best expansion team in the history of sports. Whether you love them or hate them, it's the truth.
And you mentioned Tortorella. I mean, they fired, Bruce after what, 72, 74 games, which it caught me off guard. I was like, you're in a playoff.
Caught me off guard too.
You're going to win the division. Like, why are you going to fire Bruce? Which, I mean, I still have fondness for him from what he did in Boston. He was a great head coach. And Torts, he's had these kind of short stints over the last several years where it doesn't necessarily end well. Like him in Philly did not end well at all.
No, not at all.
So now he comes in, and it's just like he doesn't have to do too much with his team, which is already loaded with talent. They just need the right direction. He's provided that, and he's probably going to have his name on the cup again for the first time in a couple decades. So I give a lot of credit to Torts, which I didn't necessarily see this going so well, firing your coach that late in the season.
Yeah, so before we keep talking, 'cause we can go all day about hockey. Like, I know how much we all love it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I want to hear what you guys. So obviously, right now Vegas is up 1-0. What is your prediction for the final for the Stanley Cup?
I mean, just the way it was last night, it was really back and forth. But then obviously Vegas, they really started to dial it in. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like kind of where Carolina was when they lost Game 1 to Montreal, where Carolina was on a really good heater. They didn't lose a single playoff game until that Game 1 of the conference final. So maybe Carolina, they come out, they have like really good balance and depth, which I think is really good. So I think they probably bounce back Game 2, but it's like that also is a 7-game series. I think it could be, but it could realistically also be a 5-game set that just Vegas, with Joe mentioned the experience they have already, like they could be like a team that wins in 5. But I'd probably say Vegas in 6. Even though I would really love the Hurricanes to pull it out in 7. I just think realistically, I think Vegas in 6 makes the most sense.
Yeah, obviously Carolina, hasn't won a cup since 2005. Carolina fans have been, not even just in hockey, just any sport, have yet to see a trophy in a long time.
They're struggling,
Struggling for real.
You had the Panthers in the playoffs last year, and then just barely lost to Matt Stafford and the Rams. And then you got, you name it, like, Charlotte Hornets. Like, we're just gonna skip that.
2016 against the Broncos, Super Bowl 50. That was a heartbreaking loss to the year for them.
It's not heartbreaking for Colin, though. Colin's
he loves that.
Denver Broncos are my team, so that was pretty
good. Whatever, dude. I'm going to subtract 3 points just for that statement.
Jeez, careful what you say.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'll be honest. You're leading right now in points.
So might as well get that over with.
You are leading now in points, but we're losing just because you had the Knicks winning. That's
okay.
But it was starting to see how this works.
That's my that's my shark pick.
If
who I'm rooting for, I want the Spurs to win.
Sure, but if I give you a point for putting the Knicks to win, I would need to get fired as a Boston fan. I can't give out points for someone rooting for voting for New York.
No, yeah.
It's not. That's not how Boston works.
I do think they're gonna win.
Okay, you stick to that.
Going back to the cup though, I'm gonna agree with
Jonah.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Vegas in 6. I do think Carolina bounces back in Game 2. I think they win Game 2, but I think Vegas could win both those games on home ice because we talked about that home ice advantage that they have. And eventually, I think they close it out at home. Like, they're just such a difficult team to beat at home. You got the crowd with the pregame show. The players got the Vegas flu.
Yep.
So I'll take the Knights in 6, and again, just a dynasty of a expansion team.
Yeah, for my pick, to me this is like a heavyweight bout. You got the two heavyweight world champions going in the ring. Like last night to me proved that these two teams are the best two teams in hockey. You know, I thought the Avs were in that conversation, but I think last night just proved that, hey, Vegas didn't fluke that sweep over the President's Trophy winner. I think they earned every second of that, and to me, this is going to be a 7-game series. I think you're going to see haymakers back and forth for both teams. We talked about Carolina's ability to bounce back. We saw them do that against Montreal in the Eastern Conference Final. I think they could do that in Game 2 and 3. And I think Vegas is going to counterpunch and do all that. I think, I think it might sound cliche, but I think it's going to go to Game 7 and overtime. And I'm going to say the guy that's going to get the game winner is going to be Mitch Marner. I think Vegas is going to take it in OT. And to Toronto fans' despair and sadness, Mitch Marner is going to win the Conn Smythe Trophy for the MVP of the playoffs. That is also going to be my prediction there. Because, in my opinion, the real loser of this series are the Toronto Maple Leafs. Letting Mitch Marner go, and now he's in the Stanley Cup Final in his first year out of a Maple Leafs jersey.
They
did.
Out of town.
Because he was the problem, apparently, but now he's one of the point leaders of the playoffs and is on his way to leading the Golden Knights. It wasn't just Toronto as a team. Yeah.
It wasn't Austin Matthews not scoring when it mattered. It was all Mitch Marner's problem.
It was all Mitch Marner's fault. So I think Toronto's the real loser here.
Are they? Because they're probably going to get Davin McKenna.
Well, yes, that's the silver lining for Toronto. But I think if Vegas wins the cup at all, it's going to be a sour pill to swallow. I think it's just going to be even worse for them if it's Game 7 and OT, and Mitch Marner's the one that gets the game winner. I think that will
a storybook ending.
Oh yeah. So for Mitch Marner, I'm rooting for him for that. I think that would be a really good way to kind of like get back at his old team there and be the one that actually wins it for Vegas. So that's my prediction. I think that's going to be a clean sweep for all three of us. Vegas wins the cup. Sorry to the Hurricanes fans out there. You have a really good team. I don't think they won't win the cup. I just think Vegas right now is a tough team to stop, and they're too poised when they're down. They know how to win games, and until the Canes can crack that code, I think Vegas wins it.
I mean, the worst lead in hockey is 2-0. We definitely found that out last night. And just what Vegas has done all to Colorado in the round previous. But, I mean, it's going to be a good series. I mean, 9 goals in a game, like, that's insane. That's really good. But to our potentially last segment, we have the NFL now. We're getting off the ice and onto the turf. Myles Garrett.
Should be natural grass.
I agree.
Yes,
so
every player agrees. New York
Giants. But Myles Garrett traded to L.A. Going to join Matt Stafford, Trent McDuffie, just a squad over there in L.A. Now the Super Bowl favorites. I mean, what are your thoughts? I mean, this is insane.
Myles Garrett is in fact being traded. The Cleveland Browns are trading him to the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh yeah. Woo.
Wow. Holy smokes.
They got a first-round pick in Jared Verse. For me, I would personally say, for someone who just broke the sack record, who's now, he was the Defensive Player of the Year last year, I think you could have got more. I think the Browns could have gotten a little more out of the Rams. Don't get me wrong, Jared Verse, unbelievable talent. He's going to be really good in Cleveland. He's still young. His prime is yet to come. But I think if you're the Browns, you could have looked at all 32 NFL teams, or 31, because the Browns aren't going to trade with themselves. But, I think you could have at least looked at somewhere else and, gotten more draft picks. Because not only did they get a first-round draft pick, the Rams are going to have, the 30th pick? At that point, it's what's the point of the first round pick? You know, like they're going to be the 30th pick. Like the Rams, let's be honest, they're not getting a top 10. They're not going to be top 10 pick.
No,
They're just
no.
not. So
unless
your
of,
first
of
round
a
pick is
trade,
now going to
but
be unless it's a trade. But you know, the Browns are for the most part going to have the Rams' first round pick, which is most likely going to be anywhere from 28 to 32. And it's just like, was that even worth it? Did the Browns get fleeced? Like, let me hear your opinions on it.
I mean, for the Rams, obviously this is their push to go all in for a championship. Obviously they had a really good year last year. Seattle just kind of bumped them out. Seattle and LA was like literally those two could have been the Super Bowl winners, and then just Seattle outbested them and eventually won the Super Bowl. So this is kind of their gear up revenge because Seattle lost some pieces. So this is now their window, and Matt Stafford, he's not getting any younger. So this is obviously the chance for Matt Stafford to win one more Super Bowl, but then also give Myles Garrett, who's perennial defensive player of the year. He's been super, super talented. Steve mentioned, broke the sack record. Like, he's one of the best edge rushers we've seen in a generation, and he deserves his ring. So, but I still think the Browns, though, with Jared Verse, I think it's going to be interesting. They still, I think, will have a top 10 defensive unit in football. And I think those picks could definitely go towards offense for them because I still think their offense is still very leaky. I have no idea what they're going to do. But I think the Rams...
Who's their quarterback?
It's either Dylan Gabriel or Shadur, and then you don't really know. But I just really think that Myles Garrett is going to make a huge impact in his first year, and I think the Rams are the heavy Super Bowl favorites for coming this year.
Yeah, I think there's one team I feel bad for as an aftermath of all this, and it's the Arizona Cardinals, because they're just going to be beat around like a punching bag by three dragons that happen to be in their division. I think the best football, and to me, I think the NFL coming this year is going to be so entertaining to watch with how good teams have become, and also teams that were good a couple years ago that could be coming back healthy and ready to fight. So I think this is going to be a really good season of NFL football, specifically in the NFC West. I mean, you have the Seahawks, the defending Super Bowl champions. They're still very good. Great defense, great offense. Now you got Myles Garrett on the Rams that makes it a stellar defense. Who knows? Maybe Aaron Donald comes out of retirement and says, you know what? I'm going to play with Myles Garrett because it's got me thinking, as he said. Maybe that's the case. Imagine the two of them on the same defensive line. That would break the league.
Just good luck, dude.
It would break the league. It would be nuts.
I don't want to.
Right? And then you also have the 49ers where half their team was in the hospital and they still went to 12-5, right? So imagine them healthy and ready to go. I think it's insane that all three of those teams are going to be playing in the first two games of the season. You have the Seahawks and the Patriots in the Super Bowl rematch on a Wednesday night, which I think is a little strange that it's on a Wednesday.
That's the NFL pushing their buttons. That's
yeah.
Yeah, that's just not it.
The strings on that one.
I don't know
You're not
what
for NFL Wednesday, bro.
That's
NFL
wild.
Wednesday, dude.
Well, it's just like Jason Kelsey said. He said NFL it's Sunday. Like that's all you think about on Sunday. It's what you want to do and watch on Sundays. NFL. So having these games that are international, like the poor Jaguars, dude, getting every single London game every year. Like I just feel so bad for those teams that just have to travel so much. Like it's just terrible.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that. It just doesn't make sense. Like, I'm not going to get my Octo box on Red Zone if we keep doing these games on, like, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I'm going to lose my mind. That's the one thing we look forward to at 1 p.m. on a Sunday in the East Coast. Where's my Octo box with Scott Hansen?
Yeah, the NFL Tuesday touchdown only on NFL Network, right? Like, it's only a matter of time before Roger Goodell coins that. If he does, you know where to find me. You can give me all the royalties that you need to if you make that a real thing. But anyway.
But I think that Aaron Donald point is really huge too, because I think if he does come out of retirement, I think it's still, I'd say it's like a 70-30 that he doesn't, but that 30% I think is growing as I think more attention is brought to it. Because, I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen recently, but he's looking very well in shape. He still looks like he can still bring out another 15 sacks at least.
He's only 35 too, and he's working out, and he's a beast, man. I wouldn't. It's on the table. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've all seen that video. I've never seen someone just pick up a 150-pound dumbbell with ease, like made it look like nothing. Like that's insane. He is a freak in the gym. I mean, I think Matt Stafford recently told the story of like, there was like a Make-A-Wish kid who like
Oh
wanted
my
to
gosh.
work out with Aaron Donald, and the Make-A-Wish guy like was cancer free at that time, which everyone was getting excited, and they're like, oh, wait, what do you want to do? And he's like, I want to work out with Aaron Donald. And at the end of the workout, the kid was puking.
Yep.
According to Matt Stafford, he was just throwing up in the trash can. Like that just shows you how much of a freak Aaron Donald is in the workout area. He just puts up insane weight.
Yeah, that's just like James Harrison too. Like the mentality that these two guys have, they're both massive. Like, and they're both beasts in the weight room. Like, I think I saw James Harrison was bench pressing a tsunami bar, like one of those bending ones, 315, like this, and he was benching it like butter. But it's just like both those guys were just mentally, they are just unbelievable. They are brutal. Like, they just are insane on that D line. They are strong, and they will do anything it takes to win. And I think that's where Aaron Donald might be thinking, I already got a ring, but if I could pick up another one and possibly create the best D-line that the NFL's seen in maybe ever, then you could go with that. So,
yeah, I mean, I think the Rams, obviously have quite the season. They're in win-it-now mode. If only they had a better draft, they could have, like, solidified it. Obviously, I know why you picked Ty Simpson, but, like, let's be honest, Ty Simpson, unless the Jets were going to absolutely reach for a quarterback, I thought he was not going in the first round. I didn't think he was going to get drafted until the second round, late second maybe. But I mean, obviously, the Rams want their future. Sean McVay says like, no, this is still Matthew Stafford's team. Like he's not retiring, nothing. He's still got some time left on his contract. Blah blah blah. But definitely an interesting season coming up for the LA Rams. But now we're going to segue to the New England Patriots, who finally got A.J. Brown. And as a Pats fan, I think everyone here except for Colin, I think should say that we are all excited to see A.J. Brown in his childhood team's jerseys. I mean, Drake May finally has – I say finally, but I guess, I'm a big Stephon Diggs guy, so Diggs, wide receiver 1, let's go. But – A.J. Brown definitely probably a better talent as of right now for Drake May. I mean, that's going to be an interesting duo. I mean, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I think it's the first time that the Patriots have had like a real wide receiver 1 since Randy Moss, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, Edelman was great, don't get me wrong, but he was like a slot receiver. He wasn't your like deep threat.
Yeah.
And they never really could draft. Like the Patriots, it doesn't matter who was in charge. They just could never like draft a wide receiver to save their life. We saw how N'Keal Harry went, and Polk and all these other picks, and it just didn't really work out. So in a sense, people are saying, oh my gosh, the Pats overpaid. Why would you give him a first and a fifth? What are you doing? AJ Brown's he's going to turn 30 and he's going to wash up in a year. What are you doing? But I think it's a smart decision because without the track record that the Patriots have had in terms of drafting wide receivers, why don't you just give that pick away and get a really good receiver now? And I think it's going to be a good fit for him. Like you said, Steve, childhood team. He worked with Vrabel in Tennessee back in 2019, 2020. Like, this is going to be, I think, a good fit. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see how him and Drake May get along, especially on the field. Because if it all goes well, it could be another Brady Moss situation. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. The season's still many times away. I'm a Patriots fan. I gotta do it. But it could happen.
Quiet over there.
It could happen. But they need that though, because the Bills aren't gonna get any weaker really. And then, the Broncos just added Jalen Waddle to their team in the offseason. Speaking of the Broncos fan in the room, they're going to be good, right? The defense is still great. Bo Nix is going to be good again. To me, that rematch of the AFC Championship game in Foxborough is going to be one of my highlight games on my calendar. I think that's going to be a really good game, especially seeing Bo Nix actually playing in it, which bummed out that he could not do it, but it did get us to the Super Bowl, so maybe it was good. But for the Broncos fans, it'll be really good to see him in action because he's such a good ball player. Not a Broncos fan, but I highly respect Bo Nix. What he's done with the team is phenomenal. But yeah, no, it's going to be really exciting to see what happens with Brown. Although everyone in the league's like, wow, this is the worst kept secret ever, too, because it's everyone kind of expected it. But, I guess what are you guys' thoughts? Did the Patriots overpay for that pick? Because I don't think they did. I think they spent what they needed to, especially with their track record of drafting wide receivers. But what do you guys think?
I mean, obviously I'm happy with the result. Obviously, and clearly the Patriots don't use draft picks well, so I don't really mind the draft picks gone. I know, I guess you could have gotten away with maybe just not throwing a first. Maybe it could have been 2 seconds, or it could have been, but I think we wanted to solidify. AJ Brown is a Patriot. They wanted to make him official. But something that I actually want to reverse the question onto you guys. So we all know Christian Gonzalez, probably the best corner in the league, Colin. Gonzalez is better than Surtain, okay?
I would disagree, but
okay.
teach us their own.
Here we go.
To see the points ducking for Colin as the show goes on.
Colin's off to a hot start, let me tell you.
Yeah.
No,
To Colin's
but,
point, though, is number 1 and number 2 right there, and it could flip.
It's 1A and 1B. It really is. But I mean, his contract still being negotiated, hasn't participated in OTAs at all. And me personally, I don't like the fact that he's sitting out. Not because I think he's leaving, more because of why you're showing you're not caring. You're like what, are you not participating gonna make you get more money? I don't think that's how that works. There's no one's ever gotten more money in a contract because you're not participating, and just being like, oh, I'm all that, so I'm not going to participate till I get paid. It's no, you got to show some heart and show that you care.
Yeah, but we've seen in the recent years with players more so holding out. They're not really going to these voluntary workouts or even the mandatory ones because they want the new contracts. They want guaranteed and safety. They want the money that they think they're owed. They want insurance in case, especially with CTE and now all these knee injuries that are going around. The NFL last year I thought was very interesting to watch with all the injuries that were going on. And that's why I think a lot of these guys, they want that security and that money. But as a Patriots fan myself, it is a little concerning because I love Christian Gonzalez. He's a very, very talented football player. He really showed it in the Super Bowl for us last year. And I really hope the Patriots can find a way to get him back because if not, that is a huge loss for us.
Yeah, no, that's losing. Gonzo is arguably the best player on the Patriots squad right now. And
But without a doubt, I think.
Yeah, I would say he is. I think, obviously Drake May is really good. Yeah, second in MVP. But, I mean, Drake May, even though a second MVP, I think most people can still name 5 quarterbacks better than Drake May. You cannot name 5 corners better than Gonzo.
Yeah.
But Colin, I'm interested to hear what you have to say about this. As a Broncos fan, not really. I mean, you like the Patriots, but they're not your team. So I'm kind of curious
I don't
what
know.
you're.
I like it.
I don't know if "likes" the word.
Do you not like the Pats? Have I just lived under a rock for 4 years?
Tolerate as more of a.
Okay.
In that situation.
Well, I think if you go back, Steve, I don't know if there's a thing of history here between the sheriff and the goat. So
No, yeah.
you kind of have that going.
There is. I don't know. I thought maybe I don't know Colin. I thought I did. I guess I don't. I thought you because I don't know. I thought you did. But I'm curious. What do you think?
I don't think this will be too crazy for the Patriots. I don't think this will blow that much out of proportion. I think it's just a guy you can't let go and walk. So I think it's just kind of like Jonah said, just get that little extra security. And I think that's all it is. I think that's usually what all of this is. If a player sits out in OTAs, it's a headline that shouldn't be a headline. Because, like, why are we going to pay attention and harp on this when it doesn't need to be really talked about that much? But I can see why it can be maybe a little suspicious. But.
Yeah, and with all those done, so as you guys have probably heard, I've been giving out points throughout this episode, and so far, Joe is in first by leading by 1 point. Then it goes Jonah, and then nobody's surprised. Colin is in dead last.
It's a rough start.
But
A little bias, maybe.
Absolutely not. There's no bias. The quartet does not have bias in it. I promise you that. Maybe a little bit. But so what we're going to do here is we're going to play a little bit of a game. And whoever has the most points at the end of this segment is going to be the host of the next episode. So
Very exciting.
Yeah, so we're going to play a game. It's called Weddle, if you haven't ever heard of it. Basically, I have an NFL player that these three guys are going to have to guess, and whoever guesses it correctly is going to get the point. So you guys are kind of working as a team, but at the same time, it's like you're not really, because you're going to be getting the same info as you guys guess. So we'll start off with one. I will say, to make things a little quicker, that this first player is a defensive player.
Okay.
So I'm giving you guys 4 categories. It is the division, the team, the number on their jersey, and their position.
Okay.
So you guys can just, we'll go in the order of the points. So Joe, since you have the most,
So
we're going to go first.
Just before we go, so you said division,
Yeah.
team, number, and position. What about conference?
Yeah, team.
Is that within the division? Like if I were to say AFC East, like are you saying that like specifically? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So, I mean,
Okay.
I figured, yeah. So, yep, you could say division, conference. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
So
this all
defensive
current?
player.
This is all
Current
current,
players?
yes.
All current.
Yes, we would be here for an eternity if it was not. But yeah,
Bruce
I mean,
Smith.
want you guys to play at home. Let us know how you guys did. Joe, start us off.
All right. Defensive player. Let's see. I'm gonna go with TJ Watt.
Ooh, we should
Okay.
just go right off.
So you are in the right conference.
Okay.
You are also in the right division.
Ooh.
Oh,
You have the wrong team. His number
Okay.
is lower than 90, and you have
Okay.
the wrong position.
Okay. Good start.
So, Jonah, you get to go next since you have more points than Colin.
I do. The Joe going right off for a player is like a really that was a pretty solid guess though. Just getting the conference right, division right. But all right, I might do the same. I'm gonna go with Kyle Hamilton, Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm going to be so honest. Yeah, that's right.
Oh
No way!
That is
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, I didn't see, because I didn't want to make them too easy, but I didn't want to make them too hard. Apparently, I'm a
That was
chud.
a good
I made them
pick.
too easy.
Good job, Jonah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like when Joe said TJ Watt and Steve's like, okay, it's that division, that conference, whatever. And he said
Yeah.
the number was lower than 90. I'm thinking like, okay, who could it really be? Because I'm trying to think. The only one I could really think of off the top of my head was Hamilton, just because like he wears number 14.
Yeah.
He's a linebacker and he's a defensive stud. Like he's a really good football player. So that was like the only one that came to mind when I first thought of that. But geez, okay.
Hey, props to you, Jonah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
No, very
I
good
gotta be
pick.
honest with you. He is a safety, by the way.
Yeah, but I feel like he's kind of like that
He does play
utility
the
kind of guy.
linebacker role, but he is a safety.
Yeah, he
I know
reminds
what
me
you
of
mean.
Isaiah Simmons. Like I'm a big Clemson guy, so like Isaiah Simmons back at Clemson, absolute dog. He played corner, safety, linebacker, even a little bit at the end. So it's like I
Yeah,
kind of
no,
see him
I
in
mean,
that
you're
same
right.
role.
He is a safety, but he does play a role of linebacker at times. Like you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You absolutely are. Okay, hopefully this one is not as hard or easy. I meant for Jonah. So again, save some time. This guy's an offensive player. Colin, get the first strike at it. Let me hear it.
So am I guessing just anyone?
Yeah, literally any offensive player that you like.
You could, or you can give more hints to us by just naming a
Offensive
team, a
player.
conference. You know, you can
Yeah,
help
you
Joe
can
and I
name a
out.
team, conference. You don't got to jump the gun, but
True. No, I'll go with someone. I'll go with
Yeah,
I'll go with
more fun.
Devonta Smith.
Devonta Smith. You're in the right conference, the wrong division. His number is lower than 6. I thought he was 0 for a second. And you had the wrong position.
Lower than 6.
Offensive player.
I think I know what it is now, unfortunately.
No, you don't, liar. I'm calling your bluff. I don't believe it.
Man. Offensive player lower than 6.
Yep.
Oh man, let me think. No, I'm thinking too many numbers higher than 6. That's brutal. Offensive player higher than 6. Thinking NFC North, NFC South, NFC West. Gosh. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anybody. Why? No. Include the Jeopardy theme here, just because this is gonna take a minute. Jeez Louise.
All right, I'm gonna need a
Are
guess
they?
in like
Are
5
they?
seconds.
Are they? Okay, I don't have to name a player, I guess. So I could go
You
with.
don't have to.
Since I can't think of a player's name, I'm gonna go with a division. I'm gonna say the NFC North.
They are not NFC North.
Okay, so down 2 divisions, Jonah.
What was Colin's first guess again? I can't remember. It was,
Devonta Smith.
Devonta Smith. And it was not the right division. Okay. Well, I really wanted to say Jackson Dart, but that completely rules out the East now. So.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay. And it's the lower than 6, which is that's really, really interesting here. I'm like really blank. I'm like Joe. I feel you right now. I'm really blanking on what to do right here, where I want to go. I'm trying to think of like, oh man, why am I blanking here? I can't even think right now.
Yo, Joe, this is where you say interpret the Jeopardy music.
Okay, I'll take a swing here. Does this player play for the Falcons?
He does not play for the Falcons, but you are in the right division.
Ooh, okay, so NFC South.
Yep.
That was my team too, Jonah. That's what I was thinking right there.
Kyle Pitts lover.
Yeah.
45 in the losers bracket. Take it or leave it.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's
like a
what,
1-1 by
NFC?
accident.
Yeah, that was quite something. So we're in the NFC South now, right?
NFC South, the number's lower than 6. That is tough though.
It's like such a good margin, but it's also like that is so hard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I might have an idea now.
Okay. Colin, what you thinking?
Too bad I gotta wait 2
Is
times.
it my turn or is it still Jonah?
No,
I
you
guess
get the
Falcons,
division.
so-
Yeah, so yeah,
Okay,
it's up to you.
I wasn't sure if that was like an official. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in the right division. So we got what 3 teams to choose from out of the
Yep.
that's remaining. I don't know what his new number is, but based on his old number, I'll guess with Travis Etienne.
Dude, you just sniped it, yeah.
Wow.
I thought that was going to be way harder.
Is he still 0?
No, he's number 3 now on the
3.
Saints.
Okay.
I
Wow.
believe.
So I was just
I
was
keep
just
forgetting
thinking,
got
like, he
traded.
Yeah,
was
that's
0
why I
with
put him there.
with
I
the
was like,
Jaguars, and then he
It's a
got
good call.
traded
Yeah.
to the Saints. So
I thought that was going to go
going
forever.
off
That
those
was
3
kind of a tough
teams.
one.
I was gonna be honest. My
No,
next.
I didn't know what number Bijan was. But I was just thinking,
Bijan's
okay,
7.
He's 7.
Yeah,
okay,
Bijan,
and then
yeah.
Pitts, I kind of thought
Pitts is 8,
he's
Because
0.
so-
my
Or no, he's
my
7,
next
yeah,
guess
yeah.
because I was just thinking about it. My next guess, because now once we got to the South, I was like, ooh, okay. Like who can I think? I'm thinking like, all right, not Falcons. Then I thought Panthers, and I thought Bryce Young, but he's 9. Then I was like, oh wait, Territory McMillan. I can't say his name right because I'm just fried today. But
Tet for
Tet,
short.
Tet for short. But he's number
Tet
4.
for short.
So Tet was number 4, and I'm like, oh yeah, shoot. That would have been a good guess, but good job, Colin. That was
Yeah,
good.
no, that was a
job,
great
Colin.
guess.
If
So
it came
will
back to
say
me, I was
this.
thinking Bucky Irving. If he's number 1, right?
Oh, 7. He's 7.
Oh, it wouldn't have counted anyway.
Yeah.
But so something really interesting. If Colin gets this one right, then we have a 3-way tie.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So this is interesting.
Start thinking of ways to break that, Steve. Just in
no,
case.
seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll start thinking of tiebreakers. But okay, again, saving time. Offensive player.
Okay.
Joe, since Colin sniped it, you get the first go.
Offensive player. I'm gonna guess a player then. Let me go with Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Okay, you are in the wrong conference, wrong division, wrong team.
Okay.
Number is lower than 14, but you did
All
get the
right.
wide receiver right.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
This one's I think this one's gettable. I think ETN was probably the harder one out of all of it because it was really, if you remember, he got traded to the Saints, or like he left Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Like, I think this one's gettable.
Okay, so it's a receiver. His number is lower. Oh man. Part of me just wants to be goofy and say Kayshawn Booty.
Now, you are in the right conference.
No.
You're in the wrong division. Again, wide receiver's right, and the number is higher than 9.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, Colin, step up to the plate.
I thought it was gonna be a lower
If,
number. than
if
that.
Colin snipes this right now, dude, I'm leaving.
He came
So
back
higher-
from down
higher-
low.
Blocked by
Higher
Cornet.
than- So higher than 9, but it's not in the AFC East, correct?
That is correct.
And it's a receiver. Okay.
Yep.
I almost want to go with one of my Denver guys, but I feel like Steve wouldn't do that based on all this shit he's been talking today. But
Or maybe I'm just throwing you off.
yeah.
Colin Revenge Tour was down low in the standings. He
Yeah.
could win now.
Oh, I haven't guessed yet. Hold on.
You could hear with this guess.
I'm just trying to think of like the division. All right, I'll go with Cortland Sutton just to figure out what division we're in.
Okay, and see, this is where the details matter. Because earlier I did say the number was lower than 14.
Oh, it's 14. He is 14.
Yeah, so,
Ooh.
yeah, no, it's not Cortland
But
Sutton. It's not the AFC West.
oh,
And, yeah, number lower than 14. This is not the AFC West, yeah, pretty much.
14,
so
that's
if
right.
Joe is on the right page, you should get the right conference or division here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
If Joe is paying attention.
I'm gonna. What conference was it again? I don't remember.
That's a
Jeez.
shame. I forgot, too.
Let's see. So I'm gonna be bold here. If it's not the East or the West, it's either the North or the South. So that means for me, I'm gonna just line up my sights, and I'm gonna shoot at one of the best wide receivers in the league, Jamar Chase, number 1.
So it is the wrong conference.
Ooh, wait,
The wrong division. It's the right
wrong
conference.
division. Okay.
But again, the details. He said
The number.
Tayshaun Booty. The number was higher.
Oh,
than
higher
9.
than 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But so the number's higher than 1. But Jonah, you got the division now.
And I think I
As
got it right
probability
here.
goes,
I think
yeah?
this is another fan favorite of mine. Give me Michael Pittman Jr.
That is, I would never, ever pick a USC Trojan because I'm a Notre Dame fan. It is not Michael Pittman.
Oh, dang it.
Well, actually, he's also a Steeler now, by the way.
Oh.
So he's in the AFC North.
Yes, correct. Yes.
I was gonna say so AFC North.
Yep. So yeah, no, it's not Pittman. The number is higher than 11, assuming he's still wearing 11. I don't know what he's actually wearing. I think he's still 11. Yeah. But yeah, no. So number's higher than 11.
Wow, this is a good one.
It's not the AFC North.
Okay. So we know it's the South then.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So what we got?
Which, to be fair, Jonah's guess originally was the South, but a little Steelers signing that just kind of went under the radar.
Okay. So we know it's got to be in
Pittman Jr.
between.
Shout out him.
It's got to be in between 11 and 14, right?
That is correct. Yep.
All right. I don't know if he's still on this team, but I'll guess because free agency's changed. But I'll go with Christian Kirk with the Texans.
Ooh.
To my knowledge, he still is on the team. So you're on the right team, right division. His number's lower than 13.
Okay, I thought it was 13. Right?
Yeah, no, his number was 13, but
I think
the lower. I feel like that kind of gives it away. I'm not gonna lie. I know.
I think I might have it now, but I don't know if Joe has it.
True. Yeah.
So it's lower than 13, higher than 9. So that means there's only so many numbers. It's just, do I know the Texans roster that well off the top of my head to get this right?
Yeah. Somebody listening to this is definitely punching the air right now.
Yeah, they're like, Joe, what are you doing? Guy, like, bro, I wish I could see what you're like in your brain, whoever you are. Jeez Louise. Yeah. I think it's like one of those things where it's like you go on a game show and you're like, oh, that'd be so easy, and then you actually step into it and you're
in that moment you're like,
yeah, no, it's tough.
That's where I'm at right now.
Yo.
Yeah.
Oh man. Jeez. Oh, come on. Come on.
It really shouldn't be that funny. I'll tell you, it's more painful because I know who it is. And it's like, bro.
Jeez. I don't know. I know Singletary is not the right answer, but I just can't think of a name. I cannot. So I'm gonna pass it to Jonah. I know my answer's wrong. I've disappointed all the Texans fans out there.
I have a pretty good idea of who this could be. I believe his number's in this range. He hasn't been healthy the last few years, but I believe, give me Tank Dell.
It is not Tank Dell.
No! Wow.
Tank Dell's number 3.
No.
So yeah, there's still another player.
Oh, it's the other one.
Yeah. Colin. Oh my God, I'm making a 3-way tie.
All right, I'm in between two players.
Oh man,
I'm trying to remember their numbers, but I'm trying to remember. Okay.
At this point, you just gotta fire.
Yeah, we'll go with I think this is what my gut's telling me. I think he's an older guy. I think he's still on the Texans, but is it Robert Woods?
It is not Robert Woods.
Oh my gosh.
Good guess though, dude.
And then now I have the other one that I was gonna guess.
I know, I'm trying to think of the other one now.
I want to say Robert Woods was like 17. I mean, I know he was on the Rams, but I actually don't know what number he is. But taking out of everything we've said so far, we know the numbers somewhere from 11 to 13. But
what the heck?
Great. Now we're back on Joe.
Back on the old man. Yep.
Fantastic.
Yep. Jonah's just waiting for me to mess this up. So
I'm like trying to remember what his name is, but I can't think of it.
See, that's the thing. I can't think of the name. That's the problem.
Oh man.
Just a speed thing. Actually, no. You guys should have enough hints by now.
We should. This is me disappointing myself.
This is just. I mean, it sounds like
I
Colin.
thought Jonah had it with that guess. To be honest.
I know, but I just keep
Yeah.
forgetting Tank Dell. I thought his number was in that range, but it's not.
No, he's number 3.
No, I'm just. That's. And I felt like I gave a good hint too when I mentioned about his history. So.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you actually because I will say this guy has not had a healthy season in a long time. And then when I say a long time, I mean I don't know when.
In a couple of years.
If you guys go around one more time and get this wrong, I might start giving colleges.
I don't know if that's gonna help though.
That's not gonna help at all. I hate to break it to
promise
you.
you it would.
I think in this situation it would.
Yeah, you're right. It might.
I just
not.
have a feeling Colin's gonna get it. We're gonna have a 3-way tie. Something's gonna happen.
I think that was like the last guess I had, to be honest, was Robert Woods. So I don't.
We're in a world where we're naming Robert Woods over this player.
We are officially in no man's land right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I dragged us all here. No, this is
No, we
just
gotta
me
blame
drawing
Steve.
a
This
blank.
is his player.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh
thought
yeah,
this guy was
Steve.
easy.
Thanks, Steve.
I thought this was an easy one.
We'll see how easy it is when you tell us.
Drag.
Ah, man.
Oh, now I freaking know who it is. Come on. God.
This is not hard.
I don't know why I didn't think of that guy.
Great. We gotta go through 2
Yeah.
people to get to the guy who knows the answer.
I think Jonah definitely has it too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna.
I'm still drawing
Really?
blanks. Yes.
Don't you
dude.
guys play
Alright.
fantasy?
Yes, but
Yes, but we
Dude.
guarantee you this guy is not on my team.
I'm in
Probably.
He's on
MLB.
mine.
I'm in
He's on
MLB
my
and
dynasty,
NHL mode
I'm
right now.
proud.
I'm not thinking about that.
He's
Work it
on
back
my
to me.
team, and I'm
Give me
proud.
Give me that 3-way tie. Work it back to me. Come on now.
Oh my god, I'm gonna think of
gosh.
another player, dude. Oh
Okay.
no.
I
Yeah.
think we got to put a timer on this.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fire off
gotta
a
find-
wrong. I'm gonna fire off a wrong answer. Just because unless this guy somehow made it back to the Texans, I'm gonna say DeAndre Hopkins because he was number 10 for them for a while, but I don't think he's on the Texans anymore.
I
Unless
don't
he made
believe.
his
I
way
think he's still
back.
in Baltimore. I think.
Baltimore now? Yeah, I don't know. I just was like, he was number 10 for them for a while. I'm like, I
It's
can't
true.
think of anything else.
But yeah, no,
Um,
it's not D Hop.
No.
Yeah.
Jonah.
Yeah,
Jonah, you
I'm
got
gonna
this
set
one?
myself like a 20-second timer. If I can't think of anything, and then I'm gonna give it to Colin.
Okay.
I'm trying to run back that play where he got hurt, and I'm just trying to remember what his name was. And I literally, it's on the tip of my tongue because if I'm correct, it was a very gruesome injury. Correct? Or is this still Tank Dell I'm thinking of?
Yeah, I think you're still thinking of Dell, where his leg was.
All right, that's
just
20 seconds.
Man, that was forgiving.
All right, Colin, it's all yours.
All right. Give me Nico Collins.
Yes, finally.
Finally.
Didn't he go to Clemson?
No, Michigan.
No,
He was
no,
Michigan?
Right?
no. There's
He
took
wasn't.
college?
He wasn't Clemson though.
no.
Was he not?
DeAndre Hopkins
now-
went to Clemson,
Well, I knew that. Yeah.
Yeah, Michigan.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Was he really a Wolverine?
Yeah.
2017 to 2019.
Fair enough.
I don't know how I didn't think about him. When
So
Right.
I like as Colin was guessing, I'm like, I have to look this up now because I'm having just such a brain fart. And as soon as I saw his name, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me! Come on.
Yeah.
So that was brutal.
We named
Yes,
Robert
Steve.
Woods,
That
bro.
Steve
Robert Woods
said,
over
we're
Nico
naming
Collins.
Robert Woods over this guy. I was like, oh, there we go. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, we said every single wide receiver almost in that room except
No,
for the wide
I
receiver
am-
one.
Yeah.
I am disappointed in myself that I
Me
did not
too.
think of Nico Collins. Dang,
I
that's
was just so
So-
like,
someone at home is screaming at me right now. Like, what are you thinking? Negative ball knowledge. Like someone's saying that at home. Just like, look, you try it with a timer. You try with a timer and no cheating online. Try that. You try that.
or even myself,
I
I was so
was
confident in my
watching that.
answer, and it was just completely wrong.
Yo.
It was a good. Well, when you said like he hasn't been healthy, I was like, oh, he's got it. Nico Collins. He hasn't been healthy at all.
Yeah, and I can't
And then
remember
you
which
threw-
one of those
you
guys
threw
had the
Tank
more
Dell
horrific
at me, and I
one.
was like, oh no.
'Cause I remember
Oh,
one of them
boy.
like really hurt his knee, and I can't remember if that was Dell or if that was Collins, and they were both like they're both literally like the same receiver, I feel like. So it was literally a 50-50, and I just couldn't remember Nico's name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, Colin
Brutal.
got it right, which means we have a 3-way tie.
3-way.
So,
What if I told you guys I knew the answer, but purposely got it wrong, so we would end up in this situation? No, I'm kidding.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna give you guys a player, except this is just rapid fire.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a division and a position, and that's it. And you just keep giving me names until you think of the guy.
Okay.
Okay. So again, offensive player, save a little bit of time. So I'm gonna. Colin, you got it right, so I'm going to give you tied it up, so I'll give you the start of this. So whenever you are ready.
Okay, so offensive player, and
Yep.
I can guess like anyone.
Anyone you want. I'm giving you a conference division and a position. That's it.
Okay, I'll go with T. Higgins.
Okay. You are in the... Why am I blanking so bad?
Oh no, it spread to Steve.
No, God. What?
It's contagious.
I've been thinking, dude, I've been listening to Joe for so long. I'm like, oh.
I don't know,
Sorry,
guys.
you are in the wrong. Okay, I got it. You are in the wrong conference, wrong division, and you have the wrong position.
Great start.
0 for 3. Oof.
Hey, I
Okay.
got two right though, so.
It's true.
That's fair.
All
Hey,
right,
if only you
so
picked the Spurs to win, we would have been done.
if all right, so wrong. So he had the wrong conference. Is that what you said? Wrong division.
Yes. Correct.
Okay, so it's NFC, and not a wide receiver. Just making sure. Okay, so I'm gonna go with Kyron Williams.
Okay, you are in the right conference, wrong division, and he is a running back.
Okay.
Ooh. With that information, I'm going to go Jahmyr Gibbs.
You are in the wrong division, right position. That's about it now. I think you guys know it's NFC at this point.
Yep.
Trying to think now. Because one of these was said earlier, and I'm trying to circle back if I want to guess them now.
Then I might know who.
Yeah,
my
why not?
guess is.
I'll go with Bucky Irving.
No.
It is not Bucky Irving. You are also in the wrong division.
Okay.
Oh.
Give me Saquon Barkley.
Right division, wrong team.
He was on my fantasy team last year. Former Denver Bronco. I'm going to go Javonte Williams.
It is Javonte.
Oh, baby.
Good
Yep.
pick.
Yes.
UNC
Good
legend.
pick.
UNC legend. Jonah, congratulations on winning the first game segment of Pressbox Quartet. And let us know how you guys did at home. I'm sure you had plenty of time to figure out who every player was.
Please tell me you did
But,
better than
yeah.
me.
Yeah. If you did better than Joe, you're off to a great start. But that's all
Yeah.
the time we have today. We'll catch you guys in the next episode, where Jonah is going to be the host.
Let's go. I can't wait for it.